next is visual intelligences. Visual intelligence refers to the ability to understand and interpret visual information, such as images, graphs, and charts. Teachers can leverage visual aids to enhance learning, as students with strong visual intelligence tend to grasp concepts more easily when supported by visuals. Incorporating diagrams, infographics, and videos can make learning more accessible and engaging for these students.
So next is linguistic or verbal. Linguistic, using words effectively, these learners have highly developed auditory skills and often think in words. They like reading, playing word games, making up poetry or stories. They can be taught by encouraging them to say and see words. Read books together. Tools include computers, games, multimedia, books, tape, tape recorders, and lectures. By exploring the intricacies of language, linguistics contribute to our understanding of human cognition, culture, and society.
Logical. People who are strong in logical mathematical intelligence are good at reasoning, recognizing patterns, and logically analyzing problems. Here are the examples of logical learning: deductive reasoning, logical arguments, and real-world examples. Body kinesthetic involves learning through physical activity and hands-on experiences. It can enhance memory and retention, engagement and motivation, problem-solving skill. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence examples is integration of movement and whole body learning, role-playing, acting, dancing, playing, sports, and exercise.
Interpersonal intelligence, it is the ability to understand and interact effectively with others. It involves effective verbal and non-verbal communication, the ability to note distinctions among others, sensitivity to the moods and temperaments of others, and the ability to entertain multiple perspectives. Interpersonal intelligence refers to our ability to understand and relate to other people. Also, interpersonal is communicating with others. People with high interpersonal intelligence are skilled at perceiving others' emotions, motivations, desires, and intentions, and they can navigate social situations. So, here are some examples of individuals or roles that demonstrate interpersonal intelligence. So, first example is a teacher. A teacher who can read the mood of the classroom, recognize when the students are struggling or disengaged, and adapt their teaching style to meet different learning needs. They can foster a supportive and inclusive environment where all students feel heard and understood. Second example is therapist. So, a therapist and a counselors. A counselor who is empathetic and can read both verbal and non-verbal cues from clients. So, they can create a trusting environment, understanding the emotions of their clients, even when those emotions are not explicitly stated, and help clients work through their issues. In all of those examples, the individual's ability to understand, communicate, and empathize with others plays a crucial role in their success. So, interpersonal intelligence is fundamental in building relationships, resolving conflicts, and creating harmonious, effective social interactions. And lastly, intrapersonal intelligence. It is the capacity to understand oneself and feelings, and to use such knowledge in planning and directioning one's life. Intrapersonal intelligence involves an appreciation of the self. So, how students use intrapersonal intelligence in the classroom? So, first is allow your students to work at their own pace. Next is individual self-directed projects. And Write an autobiography. And lastly, journal writing and other forms of reflection. So here are some examples of individuals demonstrating intrapersonal intelligence in different contexts. So first example is a student. A student with high intrapersonal intelligence might regularly assess their own study habits, strengths, and areas of difficulty. They reflect on what helps them learn best and adjust their methods to improve academic performance. Second example is a painter. A painter may spend time in solitude contemplating their emotions or personal experiences. Their work often reflects their own internal world and personal growth, as they use their art to express their innermost thoughts and feelings. So, another example is athletes. A successful athlete, such as a marathon runner or a professional tennis player, might reflect regularly on their performance and mindset. They use their self-awareness to manage stress, regulate emotions during high-pressure moments, and adjust their training approach for personal improvement. So, the key trait of interpersonal intelligence is the ability to understand and regulate one's own emotional and mental state, which leads to greater self-awareness, personal growth, and effective decision making.
Naturalistic intelligence. The ability to recognize and categorize patterns in nature, such as plants, animals, and weather. People with high naturalistic intelligence are often sensitive to the natural world and excel in tasks that involve the environment or biological systems. Yung mga tao daw na may mataas na naturalistic intelligence is kadalasang sensitive sa natural world at magaling sa mga tasks na may kinalaman sa environment o biological system. Yung example lang nito is yung mga biologists, environmentalists, farmers, and park rangers. Musical intelligence. The ability to recognize, create, and express musical patterns. Those with musical intelligence are good at recognizing rhythms, tones, pitches, and melodies and often have a good ear for music. Yung mga may musical intelligence is magaling maka-recognize ng rhythms, tones, pitches at melodies at madalas may good ear for music. Example lang ng mga to is musicians, composers, conductors, and singers.